Hi, this is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. We've got some new books. We've got The Stolen Heir by Holly Black, and it's junior fantasy fiction. But it sounds kind of fun. It's about a fantasy queen who has gone rogue and is creating monsters in order to exact revenge on her enemies. And her daughter, the child queen, has escaped into the human realm and is living feral in the woods until somebody finds her and sends a monster after her. And then she's rescued by a prince. And it turns out to be a prince that she was promised to in marriage when she was a child. And it never happened. But in any case, it sounds really fun. And it's the first in the series. It's the first in the Stolen Heir series. So maybe. We've got One Year After by William Forstchen. And he's the author of One Second After, which was cited in Congress as a book that all Americans should read. I don't want to read it. It's about nuclear disaster, and I don't feel like there's too much I can do about that. But apparently it's about, post-nuclear disaster. Nuclear bombs were set off above the United States, and lots of things were destroyed. And this is about when they were just starting to get back. So it's a year after, and they're starting to get technology back in a small town, and all of a sudden some sort of government group comes in and starts terrorizing everyone. So I don't know, it sounds pretty good. Sounds like an interesting series. I think I'd want to read the first one first. Then we've got Falling by T.J. Newman. And this is a first novel, which I always like because they have to try a lot harder to get published. And it's written by a flight attendant. And she wrote it while she was going back and forth on red-eye flights from Phoenix to different places. And it's about an airliner that's, the pilot's family has been kidnapped, and he's been told he needs to crash the plane if he's going to save his family. I hate books about airplane crashes because I fly a lot, and they just creep me out. But this one looks like it's going to be good, and it is a first novel. Definitely worth a shot. T.J. Newman. We've got The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. She wrote The Wife Upstairs. And this is about two friends who were very close when they were children, and now they're in their 30s, and they decide to take a trip together to Italy. And they rent a villa that was rented way back in the 70s, and something horrible happened there. And they start digging into some of the evidence that's left behind. And I liked what they said about what inspired the author. It was inspired by Fleetwood Mac, the Manson murders, and the infamous summer that Percy and Mary Shelley spent with Lord Byron at a Lake Geneva castle. And that was where she wrote Frankenstein. So, sounds kind of fun. The Villa, Rachel Hawkins. We'll have more next week. Thank you.